we go. Yes. Yes, I'm back. Okay. Whew. Okay. Clearing here. Clearing everything. Clearing. That's what I'm doing. I'm clearing. Clearing thoughts. Clearing obstacles. Clearing distractions. Clearing negativity. 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 Criticism, judgment, false beliefs of who I'm not, of who I not am, is what I hear. Of who I not am. I can see why I didn't want to say that, but when I think about it, and someone said Virgos like love the sophistication of words and decorating them and putting them together. So I guess so. Here we go. Of who I not am. I could have said of who I am not. Of who I not am is like who I refuse to be. In action and doing, the not feels like a verb. Of who I not am, of what I don't do, of who I am not. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't disagreeing with that. Just a new idea came. Wow. You know what? It can all wait. I said today, whatever comes to mind, I'm just going to let it go. And it's going to be out of a particular order, but somehow it will all be in order, just like your life. It is sometimes not in the exact order. Just like when you order things at a restaurant. Sometimes the other thing comes out first because that's just how it came out that time. Someone said pause. You know, when you say things, you really got to stand on them. That's what having this big ass microphone in your face teaches you. And it really puts a microphone to all the other distractions that could exist. And what are you going to give your attention to? What are you going to let win? Your bad habits, your refusal to change, your refusal to forgive, your refusal to let go of anger and rage, your refusal to stop blaming everyone else, your disgusting demeanor, your lack of being able to take responsibility for your actions, for how it made someone else feel. When are you going to let go of trying to figure out what other people are thinking, or even acknowledging that you think you know what other people are thinking, or that it's even any of your business in so many senses of the word? Or one, you don't know, and two, why should you care? And how do you think you could even figure that out? You look at your thoughts. And even if you just say, well, it's what they think of me, that's not true what they thought. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them. If this is a video game, you know you would have already moved on to the next level and closed that door and stopped chopping away at that monster in the corner and turning other people into monsters. I'm not saying what they did or that they are monstrous people, but you going in the corner and constantly stabbing at them in ways and letting it get that rage out of you. That's where you gotta put the stick down and get out of the room. And you gotta stop judging yourself, overcorrecting yourself. Whoops, I didn't know. Today, you know what? I'm a black woman. I'm a biracial black woman. Yeah, I know my stuff. I double majored in African American studies. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know my stuff. You know, today is the day after Memorial Day. And this cool ass guy on the internet reminded me, Miss, oh, you said something racist. Let's go. That's right. We can get down. He reminded me that Memorial Day was about the slaves. And I still kind of forgot it was about the slaves honoring. Just it was about that. And I drank the Kool-Aid and let some of the programming allow me to forget. And also, I was just living life. But I forgot that Memorial Day was about the slaves. And realizing that today, it also reminded me that sometimes when a fact is dropped about a holiday and it's not that time of year, you may learn it and go, huh, but it doesn't always stick. I'm a visceral, and this is no excuse. Sure, maybe I did know it, obviously, because but showing, how you can forget, and also deeply, wake up, take it easy. Take it easy on other people. And also stand up for your rights. Like, I gotta say it. Going in stores like Herba, I love the vibe. Those kind of stores, like cannabis stores, used to have like these fluorescent lights and booming music. It was a crazy vibe. Like they thought they were like servicing drug addicts. They were, or it was just like a different party vibe. Like they treated it like a liquor store. And I always wanted something very relaxing and calm. And Herba is that, that sentiment where it's just like, hey, dude, turn the fucking lights down. Get some sunlight in here. We're just picking up a plant. It's not Rave Central. Stop with the raids. Let people fill out their paperwork. Tell us what you need. What are the fees? Great. Thank you. We're going to run this business peacefully, and everyone walking in, it's a peaceful experience. And it reminded me of Sutton on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when she sat at her table in, Beverly Hills, wherever in the hills, and smoked her weed at the table. And, I was like, go Sutton. And also, come on, I can't help but think of all of the black and brown people in prison because of weed paraphernalia, as if like a Swisher wrap, a tobacco wrap. Come on. And they're still in jail today. And if these are your boys, and when I'm saying your boys, I mean like you own this juncture. Whoever helped pay for you to put them in there, maybe you now do a program to help pay you to release them. Oh, Selah. I was reading Psalms 23, 24 the other night. And I was so excited because I'm doing some recording. I'm happy about that. And then as I'm reading it, I'm also happy that I got called to read the Bible. The Bible kind of kept floating around the living room. I'm like, oh, yep, I think it's time to read it. And as I'm reading it, the verses it's from one of my favorite gospel songs. I had no idea that one of my favorite gospel songs was an actual verse. And that's how fucking good Terrell, I want to say his name is Terrell, who sings a song. It's a Tyler Perry song, Father, Can You Hear Me? Like his voice was so good. I went and like bought his CD at the time and found it on his website and just bought it. Like it, I wouldn't found it. Like this guy can sing. Um, but that also reminded me of Leon Thomas. Yes, it is. I was listening to that song and I'm like, that's how well this guy can sing. Is he saying big words and they're complex sentences, or I'm even thinking about what he's talking about, and he's singing it so beautifully? The last person that can like really do that is like Brian McKnight, where the words are so light. Miguel, Tevin Campbell, oh my god, and Prince. Okay, and Boyz II Men. All right, all right. Whew. Selah. I just learned what Selah meant and what Selah means. It means a break. And as I was talking about the complex industrial systems, and my neighbor comes out, and I was like, okay. Because it was getting heavy there, and I needed a break, not knowing it, but took it and let him go down the stairs. But I learned that Selah in the Bible, when reading those two verses the other night, it's got to be Psalms 22, 23, 24. It's 23 and 24 or 22 and 23. It's like it's right in there. And it said Selah. And when I was going to post the video of me reading the Bible and just having a relaxing night, once my daughter's asleep and I get to unwind, after the verse, it said Selah. And I was like, oh, that's Lauryn Hill's daughter. That's her name. I'm pretty sure. I apologize if I got that wrong. It may be close, but it's something very beautiful like that, if I'm wrong. So no disrespect there, Ms. Hill. Oh yeah, we all get Sarah and God, I love Lauryn Hill. Like, don't get me on that tangent. But anyway, wow. I'm grateful to be here, and I said I was going to be out of order. You know what? No, I didn't say it was going to be out of order because I didn't want to phrase it like that. I said it was going to be out of a particular order. Things in your life are going to be out of a particular order. Doesn't mean it's wrong. And you got to allow it to happen. And you got to slow down a little bit. You got to calm down. Slow down a little bit. God has been showing me so much grace lately. So much grace. I got to slow down. Do all those things. Just slow down a little bit. That's kind of always been my lesson in life. I was a racy little kid, and racy in the sense of like, boom, 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 I want to do this, and this. I remember one time I made the printer go like in about the 3rd grade, and the teacher walked over and she said, you can never use the printer again. Because I like printed probably like 100 pages and I couldn't stop it. It's happened to everyone. After I take certain breaks, I get messages or I think of things, I guess is another way to say it. And I haven't been sharing it. And today I kind of had the realization that, hey, it's selfish. I'd heard recently, like when you learn something, you teach it. Learn it, teach it. There's some sort of phrase like that. And I felt like I've been holding it back because I thought it wasn't good enough. And that was my reason. That was my excuse. But when you allow and you admit and you surrender to, what are you going to let win? Even if that is the reason, but you let that win, you still let that win. Thank you, Judah, for teaching me that. Judah Esferon is a life coach that one day I brought an excuse to him of why I didn't complete a music video. And all the great reasons I gave him, he said, you chose not to, or you allowed that to let win. You gotta do something about the other thing. You hear that buzzing that kept happening? I should have turned my phone on airplane mode a long time ago, but you got. What are you gonna let win? That's what I want to leave with you. These new days, this new life, this new timeline for you, this new journey, this new awakening. What are you gonna let win? Rage? No. You're gonna take deep breaths. You're gonna go find breathing exercises. Some people are like, things like that. Like, you don't let embarrassment win. What you think other people think of you. See how far you can go on that ride where you don't even let it have structure. You don't even have an opinion on it. This beautiful ballerina, this boy ballerina, like, I don't know, maybe he's like 20 years old. And he had posted about how like people were talking about him, saying he was on a racial scholarship when he's one of the top people there. Like, you guys, not you guys, but this scoop of thought that when you see people of color at a certain status, that their color got there, how could that even be? How could a doctor at Cedars-Sinai be there just for his race? At Cedars? At Kaiser? At these beautiful institutions? Anywhere? To take the board and a test. You're now calling those other people fraud who passed them. And just not alone the disgusting fraud, you're calling them. How dare you? People who went to a medical school. You're saying they only got past their test because of their race. And what disgusting planet. Anyway, so now I'm going to dissolve that structure where you don't even give it attention. Don't even give things attention that you don't want to grow. Preston taught me where attention goes, where energy goes, it grows. He sure quoted it maybe a little different. Ask him. Preston smiles. What did you say? I'm free. I'm flowing. Go be free. Be flowing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What someone said? Or this and that. That Marine guy down in fucking San Diego. I don't have his name in front of me. But he's the one he always says, good. Oh, my cavalry was late. Good. Oh, they're not going to increase our budget for good. And that has stuck with me. Of when challenges now come, I say, good. What's this going to come out of me? What's this going to pull out of me? Lastly, I'll leave you with this. A guy on TikTok. My prayer is that by the time I post this, I have these people's names so that that's my promise. That's my big one. Thanks, Huda. Thank you. Stealing that from her. I will post their names. That's my big one. He said when you're shaken, when life shakes you, what comes out is what's in you. He was sharing a story. Again, I'm giving my quote on it, because go watch his video. He's going to give you the exact. But he was saying, like, when you have a cup of coffee, and he was quoting like a Buddhist monk sharing or teaching this. When you have a cup of coffee, someone pushes you, why did it spill? And everyone goes, oh, they pushed me and this and that. He said, why did coffee spill? He said, because I tripped. And, they shook me too hard. So the coffee spilled. No, coffee spilled because that's what was in the cup. So the lesson in that is when life does shake you, what is going to come out? Huh? Life starts shaking you. What's going to come out? So be cognizant of what is inside of you. And I want you to know I'm with you. Because even here, you can say, hey, courage and fire. Yeah, I got that. And then you do get shook. You get shaken. You get shook and you get shaken Like you get pushed, you get rattled, you get thrown off, you get scared, you get fearful, you get doubtful. Okay, and that came out. Okay, keep showing up. And wrap it up. Okay. All right. Thank you, and God bless you. Keep showing up. I'm Selena Soto, and this is Beyond the Wander. Thanks for joining. Love ya.